everybody, this is Kelly with Luminary Nail Systems, and today we're so excited to bring you our brand new color, introducing Serenity.
Woohoo!
So I have prepped the nails, and you can see that one nail is already finished because I did a fill video, which I will be posting soon. So we went ahead and cleansed the nails, and now we're gonna apply commit. Just gonna do one coat of commit, and you don't have to worry about just touching the natural nail. You can bring it down on the gel. Okay, so now we're on to Serenity. So I'm going to push back the cuticles and apply a really thin layer, just like in all of my other videos. But this time, I'm not gonna do each one individually. So I'm gonna do all three of these nails, and you'll see the reason that I'm starting with the middle finger is so that finger can rest on the rest of my hands. So if I started with her pinky, it's just gonna droop and the gel is just going to make its way towards the free edge. So I'm just balancing her fingers as I'm moving on to the next. All right, so we're gonna cure those for 30 seconds because it's a really thin layer. And we're gonna do the thumb separately. I always stick the thumb separate into the light just so she can put her thumb in and keep it upright. Now I'm taking a little detail brush to make sure that I get that on the whole nail. Again, cure for 30 seconds. And look at this color, you guys. What a gorgeous, creamy, perfect nude that this is. And we're so excited for this color. I think you all are going to absolutely love it.
Woohoo!
All right, let's move on to the overlay. So I'm gonna push the cuticle. Now this layer is super important. It's another really thin layer. So you want to get this product everywhere that you want your large bead of gel to travel to, because it's going to melt into this layer. So very carefully apply this layer. All right, so I just want to make sure that I got really close to her cuticle, so I'm using a detail brush, and I'll link it in the description. All right, now for that amazing dollop of gel. Look how pretty that is. I'm absolutely in love with this color. It's my new favorite. So we're gonna lay that at the cuticle, kind of push it up into place, and drag that towards the free edge. You can see I'm kind of staying away from the sidewalls because some people have issues where they get it a little too close and it just kind of goes into the sidewalls and makes sort of a mess. So you can see that it's moving itself into place, and now I can just kind of drag it back. What we're looking for is a perfect line of light. So now I'm going to take my detail brush, since I missed the side, and drag the product down the nail just to make sure her whole nail is covered. Now for the famous upside down trick. So we're gonna level that product. It's gonna kind of fall into the center of the nail, and that's what we want to build that strong apex and that beautiful arch. So once I feel like I've got that perfected, turn it over, let it settle, check your line of light. Move the product if need be. Check it one more time, and she's gonna go straight into the light for 60 seconds. And you guys try to use either a gradual cure light or like a half power light, so your client doesn't experience too much of a heat spike. Or you can have them go into the light for about 5 to 10 seconds, come out, do it again for 5 to 10 seconds, and once that initial heat spike has subsided, then have them go in for a full cure at 60 seconds. All right, let's take that dollop, get it where we want it. Pull it down towards the free edge. And personally, I like to put quite a bit of gel on. I like my clients to have a lot of strength with their manicure. Perfecting that arch upside down with a little brush. Turn it right side up. If you have little divots, get rid of those and straight into the light for 60 seconds. And now we are on the last, well, not the last finger, because that would be the thumb, but her pinkies are really tiny, so I took a detail brush just to make sure I can get back there because the brush is a little large for her pinky. All right, and same thing again, grab that dollop of gel, get it where you want it. God, that color is just so pretty, I'm dying. All right, upside down, perfect your arch. Let the product level and straight into the light for 60 seconds. All right, do the thumb separately and have them go into the light with just their thumb facing up, so you don't have any gel drooping to one side like if they put their whole hand in. And you guys, if you look to the left side of her thumb, you can see that a little bit has gotten into the sidewall. So I'm gonna remove that with the other end of our cuticle pusher, which comes in handy for this type of a thing. So remove that, turn her upside down, perfect your arch. All right, so it got in there a little bit more, so right before she goes into the light, I'm gonna get rid of that. Straight into the light, 60 seconds. I'm gonna be using a Presto glitter gel, number 29. It's a beautiful sort of a rose gold glitter. And AM02, which is their black art gel. So I'm gonna cleanse all of the nails. And you do not have to cleanse the nails, but I I like to file afterwards, and some people like to file or shape before they put the gel on. That is totally up to you. So I'm going to do one thin coat of this glitter gel. And cure for 30 seconds. Or it might be 20 for them, I don't remember, but my light's always on 30 seconds. So another coat just to give her a little more bling. And cure that again. Okay, so now I'm going to take that black art gel and we're going to do a little cheetah print. So pretty much you're just making like 3 little curvy lines and adding in a little bit of dotting as well. These do not have to be perfect. And I mean, if you're looking at an animal's hair, they're definitely not perfect. So, all right, so we are going to cure that for 30 seconds. And we're like, this needs a little bit of something a little bit more. So we went back to the glitter gel and we're just putting some of that inside of the cheetah spots. And here are the finished nails. We used Empower Matte on the cheetah prints and our Empower No Wipe on the rest of the nails. Isn't it gorgeous? You guys can order Serenity today. It's now available.
Woohoo!
Don't forget to give us a thumbs up if you like this video. Share it with your nail tech friends. Subscribe to us, follow us on Instagram, and like us on Facebook.